So in a narrow sense, she's right about it. But Jim Comey didn't tell her not to campaign in Wisconsin after the convention. Jim Comey didn't say, don't put any resources into Michigan until the final week of the campaign. And one of the things that hindered her in the campaign was a sense that she never fully was willing to take responsibility for her mistakes, particularly that server. And you know, so if I were her, if I were advising her, I would say, don't do this. Don't go back and appear like as if you're shifting responsibility off of you. She said the words, I'm responsible, but everything else suggested that she doesn't really feel that way. And I don't think that helps her in the long run. So if I were her, I would move on.
Let's listen to it for 1 second, because I heard something else in there in addition to what you're saying. So let's listen.
I take absolute personal responsibility. I was the candidate. I was the person who was on the ballot, and I am very aware of, you know, the challenges, the problems, the you know, shortfalls that we had. Did we make mistakes? Of course we did. Did I make mistakes? Oh my gosh, yes. You know, you'll read my confession and my request for absolution. But the reason why I believe we lost were the intervening events in the last 10 days.
David, what do you think about the theory that she didn't go further there and sort of flesh it out because she has a book coming out? And she said, you'll read my confessions and my request for absolution, as in, like, you know, that's, stay tuned, that's coming up in her book.
Well, look, I think she would have been well served to just stop it before she got to. But the reason I lost, well, it takes a lot of work to lose to Donald Trump. Let me tell you, he was the least popular presidential candidate to win in the history of polling. And so it wasn't just the Comey letter. The fact that she was in a position to lose because of the Comey letter is something that deserves some introspection, and maybe it will come in her book. But if I were her, I would just, if she's got a book coming out, let the book speak for itself and don't get involved in these sidebar conversations.